tonight on the Xtra Factor 24/7.
So girls, how are you?
I don't think it's off the show, but you know, we're great. We're big enough to say that you use your tactical voting to get to Simon to get to us. You wanted to kick us out so Simon would lose. I am, because you're an idiot to do that out there. That was not fair, and you know that wasn't fair.
I made my decision. You weren't good voting.
Oh, okay.
I'm not judging anymore. I'm not judging anymore.
We just want to say, yeah, you're out of order.
It's saying that I'm apparently Shane's new love. Me and you are lovers, Shane.
Yes, man. Bit emotional.
How are you?
Oh, man. Just about to throw in the towel, man.
No one's jumping ship, no matter what anybody says. You know, we are on the same team.
I just thought, you know, I can't do this anymore. I just felt like the gladiator that's just had too many fights.
The country's biggest talent search has arrived. 75,000 singers applied, and the top 12 were handpicked by our judges to sing live every Saturday night for your votes. Music guru Louis Walsh mentors the 16 to 24-year-olds. Legendary manager Sharon Osbourne presents the 25s and over. While music mogul Simon Cowell handles the groups. Every week, the Xtra Factor 24/7 brings you closer to the singers than you've ever been before. For the first time, you'll see what happens backstage, in the dressing rooms.
He's chatting rubbish. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
And at the after-show parties. Every tear and every tantrum.
Yeah, that was not fair.
We'll bring you the exclusive news from their shared house and sneak previews of the rehearsals for next week. Hour by hour, day by day, up close and personal, 24/7.
Come with me.
Last Saturday, you saw the two acts with the lowest public votes sing again for the judges. Addictive Ladies.
People always talk about
And Chico.
Don't you know exactly what we need?
The judges then voted to give one act a second chance. But for the other, the dream was about to end.
Means that Louis, it all rides with you. Tonight, you have the casting vote.
The act I'm going to send home tonight are Addictive Ladies.
Chico, congratulations.
Backstage after Saturday's show was flooded with emotion.
We put 100% into our performance. We thought our performance was just on point. We couldn't have done anything more.
I'm gonna miss those girls so much. They were the best one.
I kind of saw it in slow motion. The first thing I saw was Brenda in floods of tears.
I got so close to them and, you know, that's when the tears just came because it was like, it's over, it's over.
This is just the beginning. This is not the end for you. It's just the beginning.
It's really sad. They really deserve to stay. I don't think that they deserve to be in the bottom. I don't think Chico did either.
Chico's fun. We need a bit of fun on this. Look at the two people I'm working with. We need a laugh. Chico's the only person that made me laugh tonight.
What can I say? I'm just gonna have to work hard next week. But really, I'm feeling for the girls, man, really.
So exciting, don't you think? Everyone screamed when you started singing. I was sat in the back and everyone stood up. It's between you and Andy, I'm telling you.
Oh, Kelly, you're so sweet. Thank you, darling. I'm glad you're here.
Really interesting going from yesterday at soundchecks where everyone was, you know, hey, look at the set, look at the lights, isn't it brilliant? And then today, you know, at one point I saw Maria just literally her stomach fall out of her when she went, in 2 hours we're going to sing to 10 million people. And everything changed then. The mood changed, the nerves kicked in.
I actually felt sick when performing on. I was really nervous. You know, I couldn't, you know, I was afraid, you know, scared in case I was going to forget my words. You know, in case I was just scared of something was going to happen, you know.
Philip's fears were confirmed when Simon criticised his performance.
I don't want to do it was okay. I mean, Louis had a lot of people to choose from. I'm just distinctly unexcited.
There was a very difficult moment with Philip. You can't equip somebody for a public bashing like that, and especially not somebody as nice as Philip, because it just would never occur to him to speak as bluntly and as openly to somebody in the way that he was spoken to tonight. So you can see it just jarred with him in every respect.
It's the most scariest experience I've ever had in my life. You've no idea.
But it was Louis who had the most acid tongue this week.
It reminded me of something I'd see in a school hall, or 4 young kids playing together. I thought it was kind of amateurish, and you definitely need more vocal coaching.
Louis wasn't nice tonight. Louis was not nice tonight at all. What can I say? I mean, that's his opinion.
I just don't feel it was the right decision, but at the end of the day, like, I can't say who's wrong or who's right, because he wasn't the only one that didn't put me through, but I'll be totally honest, and I believe that his comments were 50% justified.
So the addictive ladies retreated to their dressing room.
They're too young, they're not ready for it yet. They're going to be a great group, they really, really are. I think I did them a favour.
He knows that we're 17, so, oh, we're too young. Oh, they're this, they're that. Amateur, he's chatting rubbish, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Because he knows that we have potential and he knows we can do it, so he wanted to kick us out for us not to get there and win. He doesn't want Simon to win, so basically he took it out on us.
Last year I was afraid of the 2 divas, so this year I have to become one.
Obnoxious.
No, honest.
Obnoxious.
You think it's your show. I just have an opinion, and he doesn't like that.
Obnoxious.
With their pride dented, the addictive ladies decided to hunt down Louis and confront him.
Yes, his girls are here.
Hi, it's the girls, how are you?
Oh, we're fine. And we're fine, you know.
We've just been kicked off the show, but, you know, we're great.
Well, you're going to be great.
Oh, we are.
No, you're going to be great in about 2 years' time.
We are enough to say that you used your tactical voting to get to Simon to get to us. You wanted to kick us out so Simon would lose, basically. But trust me, we ain't going to lose. And we're going to come back again. Yeah. He said these girls have potential. Right?
Simon fancies you.
No, he doesn't. Don't be an idiot.
Whatever.
Don't be an idiot. He doesn't fancy us.
So, Louis, that was a
Yes, I am. Because you're an idiot to do that out there. That was not fair. And you know that wasn't
I
fair.
made my decision. You weren't good vocally.
Oh, okay.
I'm not judging anymore. I'm not judging anymore.
We just want to say, yeah, you're out of order.
Okay. Well, so I think you're out of order.
Not even out of order for what? Performing good.
We're out of tune. Patrick's great.
Whatever.
Oh, really? So was Chico. Thanks, because they were us.
Yes,
thanks. Yeah, we're happy. We've got everything we needed to say. Oh, no. He is wait.
See you later. Good night.
The singers through to round 2 headed back to their shared house for some well-earned rest.
24/7. We're going home now. We're dying to sleep.
We are so excited that we're going to be here.
Mental.
But, I'm so upset the addictive ladies are going.
I miss them.
They were so cool. They were teaching us to get our groove on.
But the night wasn't over for the addictive ladies. As the eliminated singers, they were invited to perform at London nightclub GAY, where the paparazzi laid in wait.
When we stepped out of the car, there was all these photographers just taking loads of pictures of us, flashes in our face, and we're thinking, what? Who are we? Yeah.
There was just time for a quick warm-up.
Bringing you the ADDICTIV. Addictive, don't you know who we be? Making our dreams a reality. Bringing you a flavor you ain't never seen.
Performing superstar like Arena. Please welcome Addictive Ladies.
That was great when I heard that. I was like waving their hands and all that. And, wow. It's really good.
Brilliant. It's like the best way to end this night.
Yeah.
The best way.
still to come. Someone gets a rude awakening.
Happy birthday to you.
And we exclusively reveal the song choices for next week.
3 times a lady.
Love your music, love your Nokia.
Coming up, some girls just want to have fun.
Quick now. Attentive, ladies.
And Chico gives Brenda an eyeful. It's the early hours of Sunday morning. Following their elimination, the addictive ladies arrive at the singer's shared house to say their final goodbyes. Despite the late hour, the girls wanted to return to their family homes that night. But the taxi had to wait as a surprise party for Shane's 21st was just getting started.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane. Happy birthday to you.
I woke up and like, what's going on? Who are all these people? Where am I? Why is there a cake in my face? Why are all the candles lit? And then you woke up and said, oh, it's my birthday. That's right.
Happy birthday. Happy
We've got you a little press, all right? We love it. We love it, and we know you'll love it, and it will fit you. All right. So just stick that on for us and enjoy. All right. Oh yes, very fetching, very fetching. Love it, love it. You know, we thought it was quite fetching. It was like a maid's outfit with, you know, he was quite busty on the chest department, and I thought he looked quite fetching. Yeah, enjoy your 21st, mate.
Thank you very much.
All right, enjoy it.
And the addictive ladies made the most of their last chance to party with their housemates.
Quick now. Attentive, ladies.
It was well past their bedtimes, but the contestants soon raised the roof.
Everybody, thank you very much, and congratulations to the addicted ladies for getting this far. I'm sorry that you've gone out. I'm going to miss you. Thank you very much, everybody, for this. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time.
It's great. I mean, they're having a ball out there, even though they're all everyone's very gutted that they're leaving and stuff, but they still have that mad spirit that they have, and they're dancing away and they're getting everybody going, and they're just brilliant. They're such amazing girls. They are, and they're so going to be missed from the house. I cannot imagine this house without the girls. It's going to be quiet.
The fairy tale couldn't go on forever. It was time for the addictive ladies to pack their bags and say goodbye.
I'm trying to pack, man. No more shoe from my suitcase. The house is was our home, And like them people, they were like our family. They were our family, and we were always with them and like messing around with them, playing. So that having to leave the place, it felt awkward. It was so bad. I really didn't like it at all.
I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. 'Cause you got a light on you no matter where you are.
Finally, it was time for the Addictive Ladies to leave their new friends behind.
Good luck, Chico. You're lucky. Hey, someone do some. See you, all of you. Good luck, yeah? See ya! Trust me, people, you've not seen the last of Addictive Ladies.
We're coming back, so Louis.
Coming back.
Get ready for us.
First thing the next morning, the early risers checked out the Sunday papers, and Chennai spotted a story about her and Shane.
It's saying that I'm apparently Shane's new love. And he said he couldn't have got through it without me. His past week, I was there for him with emotional support and lots of cuddles. They've grown to be really affectionate with each other. Me and Shane are mates, we are good mates, but they're really making it into some big, massive relationship and stuff, and, you know, it's amazing. It just feels weird, somebody who does not know me talking about me like they really do know me.
Meanwhile, Shane was clearing up the mess from last night's party.
Me and you will love it, Shane. Yeah. He was nearly in tears in the wings watching me sing Closest Thing to Crazy.
Yeah, it was very emotional. I was in about that.
He says, oh yeah, Chennai hugged Shane after getting through.
Chennai, been emotional.
Downstairs, the Conway sisters were eager to review their performance from Saturday night.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. I try to reach for you, but you have closed your mind.
That's weird. It's very weird.
It used to be so nice. It used to be so
We're here and we're there. What the hell is going on? It's all a bit strange. Sounded way better in the studio.
I don't think our voices sound good enough.
Next to assess his own singing was dad of two, Andy. Andy's smile masks heartbreak in his personal life. His mother passed away only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think the fact that my mother's passed away so soon during all of this has kind of cemented the fact that I want to make her even more proud. I can sit down and think of my mum and think to myself that she's actually smiling. Do you know what I mean? That I've done her proud, so that's basically what's going to drive me on.
It's the greatest love.
There's still a lot of work. From what I've heard, you know, there's work to be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chico.
I love that bit, man. Simon, listen to this.
Come on, people, let me know.
Yeah, it was good. I'm pleased about that now. I just want to showcase my vocal talent.
And if the public decide to vote me out, then I would happily bail out. You know, because, you know, that's their vote.
But there's no time to lounge around when you're part of the X Factor. The 16 to 24-year-olds were whisked off to discuss the songs they could be performing this Saturday. They'll be rehearsing with the vocal coaches at a top-secret location in the heart of London's West End. But on arrival, the late night had left Shane, Nicholas, Chennai and Philip feeling a little jaded.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Nicholas was first to stretch his vocal cords with a Motown classic that's close to his heart.
And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud.
Yeah, I'm happy with this song this week because at the end of the day, I asked Louis if I could do this one because it's one of my mum's favourite songs, so I'm hoping to go out there and sing it for my mum.
Nicholas, beautiful sound on this song. Wow, it suits him. It's just, I mean, it's just liquid, you know, a beautiful, sexy sound that he makes on this 3 Times a Lady he's doing.
Still to come. Fortune pull no punches.
We're going to call the beat 'em up dummy Louis.
And it could all be over for Chico.
My voice is gone.
Hello there, we're Journey South. You never said it.
Yeah. Don't worry, boys. I'll explain it.
Totally.
Each week, the Xtra Factor 24/7 gives you the chance to win an exclusive personal item belonging to one of the singers.
Hi, we're Journey South, and you've got a chance to win these lovely Middlesbrough Football Club shirts that we have signed, so good luck.
To win the shirts off their backs, plus 2 tickets to see the X Factor recorded live, all you have to do is tell us, where is Journey South's hometown? Is it A, Maidstone, B, Mansfield, or C, Middlesbrough? To enter, phone 090 11 300 24/7 or text WIN followed by A, B or C to 80889. Good luck! Coming up, it's all too much for Philip. And it's a disaster for Chico.
My voice is gone.
At 9:45 on Sunday morning, the 16 to 24-year-olds were trying out their songs to perform on this week's X Factor. All that singing can certainly be tiring.
But we had to be up for like 7 this morning. Oh, flipping it.
You better shout that in that
It's not going out, is it? I'm just not doing it. It's a good job that this song is a song that I can sing. My voice is a bit tired today, so I'm just gonna learn my song because I haven't learned it properly. Hopefully, it'll be all right by Monday, Tuesday.
Leading the rehearsal is musical director Nigel Wright.
I think we'll keep the end big. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because if it drops right down to it needs to stay right up there. So even that off.
It is a brilliant song and it's a fun song and I'm going to really enjoy performing it. Definitely, I can't wait to do it.
Shane and Louis have discussed song choices for next week, and they've decided on Daniel Bedingfield's If You're Not the One.
Shane, it's his 21st birthday today, and he sang at 10 o'clock in the morning, falsetto, everything spot on. If you can do it that well at 10 in the morning, then
I'm not particularly worried at all. It's a really good song.
You are the one I share my life with. I don't wanna run away, but I can't take it. I don't understand. If not made for you, why does my heart tell me that I am?
He's got a real professionalism about him. It's quite a maturity with Shane.
But not everyone was putting on such a confident performance. Philip's nerves had been taking their toll.
I thought it was a lot of pressure last night. I had images of myself and, you know, being the last two last night. I was really nervous the whole week coming up to the show. I mean, really nervous. You know, I couldn't fretting about it all, you know, constantly. Seeing the whole show and seeing how good everybody is, it's puts a lot of pressure on you.
What don't you know?
I don't know, I'll give it a go. I don't know, I'm going to try it from the start again. I feel very, you know,
We
very
haven't
low.
changed it. It's that whole thing of building your song.
Yeah.
We don't want to start, you know, the very first bit sounds great in your voice, big, but we're going to have to take it down.
I get really nervous for a lot of reasons, you know, a hell of a lot of reasons, other than the show. And I think the biggest one is the judges' reactions and the public. I worry about it constantly. You know, what do people out there think of me? Do they think I'm not that good, or do they even enjoy what I do, or, you know, I don't know. It goes through everyone's mind. It goes through mine quite a lot.
Meanwhile, vocal coach Dave discussed song choices with the Conway sisters, following Simon's promise from Saturday.
There's only one problem, girls. Simon gave you a really, really bad song, and you were sending out an SOS for help, because he gave you the worst song.
I think Louis right. I think I chose the wrong song for you tonight, girls.
So this week, it'll be the Josh Groban classic, You Raise Me Up.
We got a song that we absolutely adore singing, and we're going to be doing it on Saturday night, so we're very excited.
You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
So finally, it's a song that shows off what we're about.
When I am on your shoulder.
We're very happy with the song. I think we feel a lot more comfortable and confident for next Saturday because we have a good few days now to rehearse it and get it together, and because we love it, I mean, we're going to really enjoy singing it.
Next to tickle his tonsils was everyone's favourite goat herder, Chico, accompanied by vocal coach Mark Hudson. But disaster had struck.
My voice is gone. I had a cold and it's gone into my chest, cold, and still my voice is gone, so he's going to sing it for me and then I'll have to learn it, and hopefully I'll be all right for next week.
Once I was a boogie singer.
With Chico's voice hanging on by a thread, Mark had to run through the song first.
And never had no problem. Because he was in the bottom two, obviously he's panicking and it's even more insecurity. So I became Stunt Chico, which is me singing without the humping.
The song that got me to sing is Play That Funky Music, White Boy. It's actually, I love the song. It's a fantastic song. I don't know how right it is for me.
Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right.
You know, people don't realise how badly I want this. I've had to go through hell and back to be here, man. And people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. They only see this, you know, mad caricature on stage, and it's nothing like that.
Lay down the boogie and play that funky music. Yeah. Play that funky music, white boy.
All my life, I've had to fight for everything. All my life, I was the black sheep. All my life, I was the one that was never going to amount to anything. All my life, I was the one that was useless. All my life, I had to fight for everything, and that is why sometimes I'm, excuse me, sometimes that's why I have to come across. I come across as, yeah, like that. That is not me.
Lay down the boogie. Lay down the boogie.
But someone who had no trouble with his voice was Andy, who'll be singing You to Me Are Everything by The Real Thing.
Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Feel your fever from
While Maria is going wacko for Jacko, trying out 80 smash, The Way You Make Me Feel.
That was part of it.
Yeah. Are you in the second verse? Did we make that double cut or no?
No.
You got to go from here and go there. If we blow it too soon, you're sitting there in the middle of the song here, and you got nowhere to go.
Working with Mark, he's a genius, most amazing person in the world. I mean, I come in this morning and I was a little bit, you know, after yesterday and whatnot, and he just knows how to bring you up.
Play that funky music! And bring them upstairs on that so that they go to it. Wanna take you higher.
Because he knows I love to dance and I love to perform. So he always puts like certain little breaks in which I can, you know, just do my little thing, and I love those.
Lay down the boogie, root-cha-doo-doo-doo. You don't want to put a triple there. Lay down the boogie, da-da-da-da.
He brings out the best in me. He just brings out something in me that I don't even know I have, you know?
Lay down the boogie. Dead silence. Yeah, dead silence, and then he comes back.
Later on Sunday afternoon, the Conway sisters made the most of having a near-empty house by having a good old nose round.
The addictive ladies have gone home, and the house is so quiet now, it's unbelievable. This is their room. Come follow us.
This was their room. Now it's the female soloist room. So I'm sure Brenda will bring life back to it.
But in a house accommodating 22 people, an empty room doesn't stay that way for very long, and Brenda snapped this one up.
Go, Mum. How cute is that? You brought all your tools as well. Screwdrivers.
Sharon Osbourne, Xtra. Can I borrow that when you're finished?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, wow, this is beautiful. Look. Brenda and her husband and her 2 kids.
This is what I call a bathroom.
This is the ultimate crib bathroom.
You can practice in here too because it's so big and there's so much room.
And all the because the boys were up here doing a photo shoot the other day and rubbing oil all over their bodies.
As you can see, you have to be very careful when you're going to the toilet here. And this is our room. As you can see, well, I don't have all that much stuff in my little corner because I don't really have all that much stuff anyway.
Change your life in 7 days. I have a bed in my corner. This is a little letter we got from the addictive ladies when they were leaving. To Conway sisters, you are our sisters. We love you. Keep confident, addictive ladies. How cute.
This is Journey South's room.
This is very homely altogether.
This is Auntie's little son, and he's so cute.
Look at him. Oh, and their hats. I just want to show you one more thing. Secrets of singing. These boys they mean business. They mean business. When they do this every morning.
The boys have not made their beds.
What the hell is this?
These are nunchucks. Why?
Are they illegal?
They probably are, yeah.
Oh, Fortune, I really don't know who they think they're going to be nunchucking. It better not be me, that's all I know. I don't know what the hell they think they're doing bringing those in here.
They think they're like the karate kids. We're going to call the beat-em-up dummy Louis. No apparent reason, just because I like the name.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, really, look. He's a
Look.
nice guy.
Oh, Louis. Louis.
Lovely, look.
Loads of vitamins and all that stuff. They'll probably kill us for being in here, will they? We better go, come on. Marie, she's getting changed in here. We just say big hello. Hi.
Now, this is a proper boys' room.
She loves trying on all the boys' coats.
Chico time.
Doing some vocal training, so we might leave them to it.
Thanks, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See you later.
We leave them to their vocal training.
Down to the real floor. This is where it all happens.
And this is the music room.
What a cute jukebox, in all fairness.
'Cause
kitchen, which is a bit small, don't you think?
Punk is playing at my house, my house.
Yes, we know that. It's me. Go on, go on. Hey, Laura, that's enough for today. That's enough for today. Calm down, calm down. Goodbye to the people. Okay, I think at this point we're going to say goodbye. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having you. We're going to take Laura inside now.
Hello?
Still to come, a last-minute blow for Nicholas.
I just wanted to chat with you about your song for the second show.
Yeah.
Louis just felt that we might want to try a couple of other options.
And Chico has a crisis of confidence.
I just thought, you know, I can't do this anymore. I just felt like the gladiator that's just had too many fights.
Hello there, we're Journey South. You never said it.
Yeah.
OK, boys, I'll explain it again. Each week, the Xtra Factor 24/7 gives you the chance to win an exclusive personal item belonging to one of the singers.
Hi, we're Journey South, and you've got a chance to win these lovely Middlesbrough Football Club shirts that we have signed, so good luck.
To win the shirts off their backs, plus 2 tickets to see the X Factor recorded live, all you have to do is tell us, where is Journey South's hometown? Is it A, Maidstone, B, Mansfield, or C, Middlesbrough? To enter, phone 090 11 300 24/7 or text WIN, followed by A, B, or C to 80889. Good luck! Coming up, Chico delivers some shock news.
How are you?
Oh, man. Just about to throw in the towel, man.
It was bright and early on Monday morning, and Muslim Chico was saying his morning prayer.
I was doing that was my morning prayer. Every couple of hours you have to go and speak and be in union with God, you know. So it really is to sort of keep you away from bad things the prohibited things that you shouldn't do, you know. So yeah, and obviously I'm fasting. This is a whole month of Ramadan. It's a holy month. Hey, Shane. How you doing, son? How's it feel being 21?
Not much different. Not much different.
After Saturday night, you know, I found myself in the bottom 2, which was shocking actually for me. But it is all about the voting, and it made me realise just how badly I want it, and also how close I was to coming to losing it. Oh, look at that. Anyway, don't look. I just don't want to be voted out and people not knowing what I can do. Because that would be a tragedy for me, man. You know, it'd be a nightmare. I've always had problems with words. If I was educated, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing for a living. But I've been told that the best way to remember lyrics is by writing them down over and over and over and over again. And that's what I've been doing today. Writing. It takes me a week, 2 weeks to pick up a song, you know? So that's why I'm waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning when everyone's asleep, and I'm just rehearsing. Once there was a boogie singer playing down a rock and roll band.
I really noticed the difference in Chico because from time he moved into the house, he was kind of quiet and laid back, like, and it's like, you look at him on the TV and he looks energetic, all lively, and then in the house he just keeps himself to himself.
Never had no problems, burning down the one night stand.
I feel sorry for Chico. At the minute, I really, really do, because he is a really nice guy, and whenever you see him on stage, he's a totally different, he comes across this different persona on stage, you know, where he is a showman. You know, he just goes out there and he does his thing. I have spoken to Chico a couple of times since, and he's down. He is down about it, and I feel sorry for him.
And they were dancing and singing and moving to the grooving.
If I was in Chico's position, I would be scared, if I'm honest, because knowing that I could have went on Saturday and they just stayed in by the skin of my teeth, and then I could be going next week and I've got to give the performance of a lifetime, more or less, I'd be very scared.
Across town in his Soho offices, Louis' 16 to 24's co-manager, Ashley Tabor, was concerned about Philip's nerves getting the better of him.
Hello. Hi, Philip, it's Ashley.
Oh, hello, Ash. How are you?
Hi, mate. I'm all right.
Hi.
How are you?
Not too bad.
He's never been in an environment like this before, away from home as well. That, you know, you have to add that to it. And so I think it's just taking him a little bit longer than everyone else to settle in and find his feet. Yeah. So, you know, I think this week, Philip, what's really, really important for you is the chat after the performance as well.
Yeah.
You know, because this week you're obviously a little bit nervous, and in a funny kind of way, though, that was really endearing.
I think it was just the reaction of what Simon says to me. It just sort of got me at that moment in time. It was just the way it happened.
Give yourself some credit, and you know, each week will definitely improve. I know it will.
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
I just hope I'm in there long enough to sort of, you know, show it off properly.
All right, Philip.
All right, take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Will do. See you then. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Ashley also had a difficult question to ask of Nicholas.
Hello.
Hi, Nicholas, it's Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
So, I just want to have a chat with you about your song for the second show.
Yeah.
I was talking to Louis this morning about it, and we're just a little bit concerned that 3 Times a Lady is a little bit slow, perhaps. And I think it's a great song, and you sounded great when you routined it yesterday, but just... I don't know, I think it's one we should hang on to and possibly use, but Louis just felt that we might want to try a couple of other options.
Okay, then.
The 2 songs he had in mind were Let's Stay Together and Let's Get It On.
Okay.
Just, how do you feel about that? Do either of them grab you?
Yeah, I kind of like Let's Get It On. That's like one of my favourite songs of all time anyway.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, well, look, I'll arrange it to be routine then. We'll get you in with the pianist and put it down and see how it sounds.
Okay, then.
All right.
All right, then. All right.
Thanks, Nicholas.
Take
All right,
care.
mate, take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Later, on Monday afternoon, Chico was considering his options and, needing some space, he headed outdoors to think.
Man, I gotta get out of this place because everybody's sleeping, and I gotta go and rehearse somewhere else.
Chico went off to the park today and he went to kind of rehearse his song and to just kind of get a bit of quiet time as well. I know he comes across as being this, you know, flamboyant character on stage, but really, he's a lovely, genuine, quiet person around the house.
Everything on my back. I decided quickly. Yes, I did. All I know is something to give. Something to give.
You know, when I woke up yesterday, I was so low, and I was so down. When you read things like, is this the biggest waste of space on TV, and then the jury is out, and the nation divided. I just thought, I can't do this anymore. I just felt like the gladiator that's just had too many fights. Hello?
Chico.
Hey, Mark.
It's Marky time.
How are you, beautiful man? How you doing?
Fine, my brother. How are you?
Oh, man. Just about to throw in the towel, man.
Hey, look at Chico. You're allowed to be down. No one's jumping ship, no matter what anybody says. We are on the same team. Yeah. Stick with me just a bit more. But check it out. So I talked to Sharon, and we had a long conversation about it. She told me to say to you that you have to stay, and she said, Marky, please call him up and tell him my thoughts. And that's why I'm making this phone call.
Well, I really appreciate that, and tell her that I really appreciate that as well.
Yeah, you know, she does love you, so that's not...
And tell her I love her too.
I want my Chico.
All right, Star.
Okay.
Love you, man. Bye.
God bless. Bye.
It's just so hard, man. So hard. I just felt like, man, I'm just gonna walk away. I can't take this anymore.
Join us next time on the Xtra Factor 24/7, where we bring you the exclusive behind-the-scenes stories that have the whole country on the edge of their seats. Plus, you can catch up with preparations for Saturday's live show with me, Ben Shepherd, on Excess All Areas, this Friday at 8:30 on ITV2. And don't forget, the Xtra Factor will have the lowdown on the judges' verdicts straight after the elimination, only on ITV2.
Can't wait for the next show.